perks. Great things happen here.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.
The Frontline Podcast, Season 3. Courtney Kenny, Matthew Sukram, Derek Lindemann, Bob Coles, and Ben Long bring you closer to your favorite teams like never before. Covering everything to do with hockey in the North Bay area, exclusive interviews with the North Bay Battalion staff and players, expert analysis on the OHL, NOJHL, and more, keeping you up to date on all things Voodoos, Trappers, Lakers, and more. It's a new season, it's a new adventure. The Frontline Podcast Season 3. Available wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports.
The pregame show is brought to you by La Huerta Imports, family owned and operated since 1995. Visit LaHuertaImports.com for more details. Players to Watch is brought to you by Mike the Financial Advisor. If you have financial questions, he has financial answers. On Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Mike the FA.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone who's tuning into some great North U18 action. I'm Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined by Lyndon Hokam. And Lyndon, we're just going to hop right into it. Let's talk about our players to watch. Xavier Belanger, the captain and Hearst, Ontario native of the Kapuskasing Flyers. We got to watch him, of course, bring great leadership to this Kapuskasing team and seeing what he can do. And then, of course, Caleb Dawson. Well, a little bit of his dad's just down the aisle from us right now, but Caleb always seems to score goals in games that I happen to be calling here for the Trappers.
Yeah, as you mentioned, that's a good sign for him tonight, calling the game, and we'll like to see what they can bring to the ice today in this key game here.
Should be a good one here for sure, as last weekend this is the first actually home game here in a long time for this Trappers team, as they didn't play this is the first game here in North Bay in the new year anyways. They haven't played since December. They did play last weekend though, Lyndon, as they went a perfect 3-0-1 in Peterborough at the Steve Ritchie Memorial Tournament. However, due to technicalities, they weren't able to contend for a playoff spot, and as Waterloo went on to win it and had a tiebreaker in that. But with that being said, we are here for our national anthems now, so we'll be back on the other side of this on the Frontline broadcast.
Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay, to see how we can serve you and the community every day.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
And we're back inside North Bay Memorial Gardens as the puck is dropped here between the Trappers and the Kapuskasing Flyers. The Trappers going right to left in their home reds, and the Flyers are going left to right in their road whites. Kapuskasing with possession in the North Bay zone first, but Boys is able to get the puck quickly up to Gravel. Gravel with a good chance early. Gravel with the shot. He just whistles that one wide of the net. Now, North Bay with possession once again in the neutral zone as they send it back to Johnny Couch behind the net, or be into his own zone, I should say. And now the Trappers with Boys barreling into a Kapuskasing player there with Moore now touching the puck and sending it down the ice. Anello behind his net, up to Lefebvre. Lefebvre loses it out front quickly, and that was Beauchamp who had the shot there for Kapuskasing. Mikey Perkart in net here for North Bay. And Alexander Boyven from Blind River, Ontario, in net for Kapuskasing. A little far away from Blind River if you're playing up in Kapuskasing. Puck in the neutral zone. Payer trying to knock the puck in, and he does. Goes after it. As Thibodeau got to it first. And then his teammate Fournier gets the puck up ice quickly. Going the other way now with a quick shot. That was Chevalier. And that one's turned aside by Perkart. Chevalier with a good stick stops that one up in the neutral zone. But now Grayson Bradley with a chance goes in, but he's going to be offside here. Just under 2 minutes gone here in this first period. Nothing remains the score.
No, a very even game to start off here. You mentioned Mikey Perkart, the starting goalie for the North Bay Trappers. Usual goalie Mike McIver still traveling with the North Bay Battalion, so he is not in attendance tonight.
Yeah, Mike McIver with the battalion as Charlie Robertson, the normal backup for the troops. At the top prospects game. Quick icing call there will go against the Trappers, so we'll get a face-off in the offensive zone for Kapuskasing. But that being said, yeah, Mike McIver was up with the battalion. Of course, you have to think he likes being up there, but not getting much action when they have a guy like Dom DiVincentis in net, who's been able to carry the load for the troops early this year.
Yeah, a bit of a tough spot when the battalion benefiting from their two really good goalies. Unfortunately for McIver, not getting much action.
He's been very good for this U18 Trappers team as well, so I'm sure we'll see some more of him as the season goes on. And this Trappers team has really benefited from having him. Mikey Perkart doing his part as well, and we'll see how he fares as his game moves on. A quick pass up the ice is stopped by Audris on his skate, now down into the Kapuskasing zone. The Trappers have the puck. Centering pass out for Boys, can't get it to go. Cowell gets it back to the point. And the other brother, or the Ethan Boys to Anthony Boys. Ethan with the shot, and that one's turned aside by Boyven.
We've already seen a couple of dangerous looks from this big line for the U18 Trappers. Boys, Gravel, and Cowell just each the top three in scoring for this U18 team.
It is a dangerous team when they're firing on all cylinders. As mentioned yesterday, or earlier, going undefeated last weekend in Peterborough, but unfortunately missing out on the playoff due to a tiebreaker with Waterloo, who would go on to win the tournament. Kapuskasing with the puck in their own zone. Send the puck around the end boards. Anello tries to take a shot. That one's blocked. And Lektowski gets the puck up ice before going off. Now a bit of an awkward move there by the Kapuskasing player, and now the puck is in behind Perkart's net. Scrum ensues there. Anello battling it out. And it gets up to the line. Thibodeau keeps it in as Saucier comes in and sends it in deep. Just under 4 minutes gone here. As a centering pass can't get to anyone. And now Thibodeau goes cross ice. And the Trappers are battling for it on the far side. Coming out with it is Kapuskasing before they lose possession of it. And now going the other way is Gravel. Gravel had the first grade A chance here for the Trappers, although he whistled his shot wide. Gravel out there with Curry. And that's Gravel who just lost possession of the puck. And now Saucier going the other way before a good stick there. Knocks the puck off his stick. Fournier with the puck. He leaves it behind in the corner. Can't get it to go. And now quick chance there by Beamer. Is turned away by Boyven. Trappers getting some good chances here early. Thibodeau gets to the red line and dumps the puck in. It's going to be McGill battling for the puck behind his net. In the near side corner, sends it back up to the point. And Audris stops it and sends it in. Chance there in front of the net on Perkart. But a lot of bodies didn't let that one get through. And now chasing after it is Cowell as Boyven comes out to play the puck. One thing that's weird about this league playing at this level is the trapezoid isn't in effect in the Great North U18 League. Now Cowell on a bit of a 2-on-1. Looked out front, couldn't get it to Bradley. So just in case viewers at home are looking at it and seeing a goalie playing the puck in the corner, how come it's not a delay of game? Well, it's because the trapezoid doesn't exist, even though it is here at Memorial Gardens Ice. Good chance there by Kapuskasing, sends the puck on the net. And Perkart gloves that one down. 5.5 minutes gone.
Some handy information, the trapezoid thing, because I have not taken in many U18 games, and I did not know that. So, but these two teams are 1-1 against each other so far this season. So we'll see what this game will have.
Yeah, they haven't met since a game up north, but they won 6-2 in Kapuskasing, then fell 4-1 on November 13th, which a lot of Trappers fans will remember. November 14th is the day of a very scary bus fire on the way back south. Claimed the equipment of the Trappers and the bus, and thankfully not much else, as these players all got new equipment out of it. But of course, mid-season here, you have to go and break in new skates and everything, and the goalie pads just look a little bit too clean. But good to see that everyone made it out with their lives. Boyven plays the puck up the ice. And that was Moore who nearly lost the edge there before losing it to Couch. On the ice now, that's Iserhoff. Sends it cross ice to Fournier. Fournier sends the puck down the ice. And even though Perkart went out to play the puck, still icing either way.
Yeah, the icing here, we'll see. We've seen with the Trappers missing their captain, Justin Rousseau, we've seen some different line combinations already tonight. And seeing that playing around, trying to fill that gap.
Yeah, Justin Rousseau scored a goal in overtime in the Powassan Voodoo's training camp, is now Kapuskasing's away with a good chance here. And they can't get anything to go, but now there will be a delayed penalty against North Bay as a Kapuskasing player was knocked to the ice. So North Bay will be the penalty kill here early. 13:20 left in this first period, and we'll have to see how special teams play in this one.
Yeah, our first chance to take a look at the special teams here. We just saw in that play the Trappers player coming back on the back check, trying to defend a 2-on-1 and haul down the Flyers player.
And that's Johnny Couch in the box to serve 2 minutes or less. Well, they put up the wrong number. It says 30. Dawson sends the puck back in deep into the Kapuskasing zone. That's 2 minutes for interference to Couch, as general manager and public address announcer and jack of all trades, master of none, Mike Brito, announcing that. Lemoyne carried the puck into the zone and couldn't get anything to go as he came in offside. So a minute 31 left in the penalty to Couch.
Yeah, Lemoyne is another player we're looking to watch for the Kapuskasing Flyers here. Leading the team in scoring with 19 points so far, including 2 goals yesterday. So we'll see what he has for the team tonight.
Circling in his own zone, that's Audris. He tried to pass the puck up ice. That's Filion on the far side, picks it up. It's over to Thibodeau. Gives it to Saucier. A good stick there by Beamer. Stops their momentum. but they do eventually get into the North Bay zone. Boys gets to the puck first, and with just under a minute left in the power play, sends the puck down the length of the ice. Heath Bradley on Thibodeau right away in his own zone. And now Fournier, Hodges battling for it before he gets it back to Thibodeau. Thibodeau to Saucier. Saucier through the neutral zone, loses it. And now North Bay, if they hurry, have a chance, but it's just out of the reach of Curry. And he has to just jam the puck up in the near side corner. Or else they would have had a 2-on-0 if they could have had it going a little bit quicker. Through the neutral zone with some speed, now coming in. A good chance. Perkart turns that one aside as the first good chance for Kapuskasing comes off the stick of Casey Chevalier from Thunder Bay, another place that's a little far away from Kapuskasing. But what a great chance there for number 88.
Yeah, that was some fantastic speed shown there by number 88, coming flying into the Trappers zone between the legs of a Trappers defenseman, but turned away by Perkart.
Another shot in on Perkart, turned away, and it looks like North Bay is about to kill off the first penalty of the game against them as Couch is back out on the ice. Coach scampers back to the bench as North Bay is hemmed in their zone still. Chance cross ice, it's just out of the reach of Peyton Letowski. And now, once again, battling for it is Eiserhoff. And now in the slot is Petowski. Letowski, I should say. Sent in there by Eiserhoff. And the puck now up the ice for Anthony Boyes. Anthony Boyes through the neutral zone, gains the offensive zone. Good passing play to Cowell from Gravel, and his shot sails wide. 10:30 left here in this first period. Shots on goal 4-3 in favor of Kapuskasing. Puck sent in deep for Boyes to Cowell. Cowell tries to slide it on net. He fanned on the chance. Now behind the net, the puck is knocked up into the air, and it rides up over the glass and out of play for another stoppage here.
It was a really strong penalty kill we saw from the Trappers there. Really not giving the Flyers much of a chance to get set up in the zone. A strong forecheck, and that's pretty much exactly what you're looking for from the penalty kill.
Shot in from the point, well high and well wide of the net. And now Saucier gives it to Moore, who dumps the puck in. Perkart leaves it there for Bradley. Bradley up to Lefebvre. Lefebvre skates around, gets the puck up to Dawson. Dawson can't handle the pass from him. And now Beamer with a good stick, and he's into the zone. Beamer back to Dawson with a quick shot. That one's turned aside. And now Grayson Bradley tries to send the puck back in. Lefebvre with a point blast. Misses the net. McGill with another chance. Boyven got a piece of that on his blocker. And now Dawson tried to no-look pass behind his net, and it was picked off. Icing here, going to be the call, but McGill gets to it before he gets to the goal line, so no icing there. Up the ice, that's Heath Bradley now with the puck. Sends it up ice. Back to Payer. Payer, who played it a little bit this year with the French River Rapids. Tried to send the puck in to the center ice area, couldn't get to go. And then just good there by Boyes. Ethan Boyes says keep the puck in. Not for very long though, as the Trappers now have the puck back up into the neutral zone. Heath Bradley tried to carry the puck in. And then Ethan Boyes just sends it on Boyven's net. And he's just going to cover that one up to stop the play here with 8:57 left in the first period. 0-0 is the score.
You mentioned Payer, 29 for the Trappers here, playing with the French River Rapids, including making an appearance in the game last night. It's standing out to me, just I saw him there. His 6'3" frame is one of the biggest ones out
puck
there.
In the net as Cowell is going to be on that one as the puck just leaked past Boyven. Cowell was on the doorstep and puts that one in the back of the net for a 1-0 lead. Sorry to cut you off there, Lyndon.
As you should have. That was we've seen it a couple times in their shifts already in this game. That line of Boyes, Gravel, and Cowell looking dangerous and finding the back of the net.
Cowell, one of the point leaders on this team. He has 25 points to this point in the season. Nate
That
Gravel
26.
right there at 26. Well, now they're tied at 26 with Nate Gravel. Cowell has been on a bit of a heater. Now there's Gravel. Sends the puck on net. Boyven knocks that one aside. And now it's Saucier trying to gain, or rather Filion trying to gain the Trappers zone. Trappers with a cross-ice pass to Boys. He leaves it there for Cowell. Cowell leaves it for Gravel. Gravel into the center ice, or into the slot area. Can't get it. Now Coach has it in the neutral zone. So Nate Gravel picking up an assist along with Ethan Boys. So Gravel continues his point lead. He gets up to 28. So he still leads on by one on Caden Cowell. 1-0. 8:05 left in the first period. Shots on goal are 9-4 in favor of the U18 Trappers here. As we get ready for a face-off in front of the Kapuskasing bench. Kapuskasing tried to get it out of their zone. They finally do clear it on a secondary chance. And now Couch has it in the neutral zone. Couch just sends the puck up ice as he had 3 Flyers barreling in on him. And now Couch sends the puck down the other way. Fournier with the puck behind his net. Thought about stopping up. A Payer was right there. And now it's Dawson trying to keep the puck in, but he can't. As now Lemoyne going the other way. In his own zone with the puck. That's Anello. Anello with some speed through the neutral zone. Gains the zone. Looks to go in front. Lefebvre there in the high slot. Gets it back to the point. That's Bradley trying to keep it in. Can't. And now Kapuskasing almost had a 2-on-0. But Lefebvre with a good stick keeps him off of that. Thibodeau collects the puck in his own zone. Looks up ice, decides he doesn't like what he sees, and turns back around. Thibodeau back to Saucier. Saucier can't get it out of his zone quickly. Now the Trappers with the puck give it away as Beamer, though, has it. Beamer takes a shot. Boyven, who was down on his knees in the butterfly, saw that puck bounce up and had to jump up quickly, or else it would have floated in right over his helmet.
Yeah, Boyven doing well, like you said, to jump up there. Just reaching up over his head to grab that one. But solid stick work from Beamer to strip that puck and make a move to get a decent shot off.
Puck back to the point. McGill tried to send that one in deep, but then it was turned aside by some bodies in front. Another shot attempt coming in. Doesn't get to the goalie. Bradley tries to get it in. Another good chance in tight. Doesn't find the back of the net as Boyven stopped that one before his teammate threw his stick back at him, as he had lost a stick. Perkart out to play the puck. Andrus sends it back in. McGill gets possession of it. And now North Bay trying to get it out of their zone, but a pass misses Curry and goes down the ice before the Trappers pick it back up. Grayson Bradley up the ice, missing his brother Heath. And now, once again, Grayson Bradley trying to move the puck up the ice with just under 6 minutes to go in this first period. Cowell, the goal scorer, sends the puck in for Boyven. Boyven plays it around. That's going to be Anthony Boyes who gets to that puck first before a clearing attempt there gets to Cowell. Gravel missing the pass there. Picks it up on the far side corner. Battling for the puck. Gravel now in a scrum. 2 red jerseys and 2 white jerseys down on the ice. And now the puck comes back out to the point. Quick shot in on Boyven. Gravel was there for the rebound, but the rebound went into the corner. Cowell. Back to the point. And now a good tip there by Gravel is turned aside by Boyven. And another chance there. Is just dumped right back in by the Trappers. Audrus behind his net. Gets it to Lefebvre. Lefebvre back to Dawson. Dawson can't get it to go. And now Lefebvre's battling with it for it in the near side corner. Thomason tries to send that one in for Dawson. Couldn't get it to go. Now Payer has the puck. Payer tried to send it into the neutrals, or into the middle of the ice. But Audrus got to that before. Now it's Saucier gaining the zone. Saucier from the tight corner, and a shot there somehow missed the net. They had a wide open net there, Kapuskasing, as they have Perkard out of position. Saucier back out front. That was Belanger, the captain, who had a good chance there from the high slot. Now back to the point. A couple of more chances there as Kapuskasing whacks at it, but Perkart to the task, keeps it out. Now the puck's going to go down all the way to the Flyers zone, and that's going to result in icing against the Trappers. For those of you who follow the front line, obviously are looking for some Battalion news. The Battalion, after 20 minutes of play in St. Catharines against the Ice Dogs, are up 2-1 on goals by Kyle Jackson and Kyle McDonald. The Ice Dogs saw their goal scored by Michaud. So, Central Division foes matching up right down in St. Catharines as the troops are on a bit of a road trip here this weekend. We'll see them back in action here Thursday. Should be a good one here from Memorial Gardens on Thursday evening. The Trappers, though, will be back in action again tomorrow against the same Kapuskasing team. We'll have the action for you there. And Nello up to Beamer. Beamer can't get the puck back in. And now we're going to have a penalty call here against, I believe, Kapuskasing here. So the Trappers will have their first power play of the game with 3:30. And that'll be, no, rather it's the Trappers going back to the box, as that'll be a slashing call against North Bay here with Beamer in the box.
Yeah, a little bit of a messy situation there. I think Beamer knocking a stick out of the hand of the Kapuskasing Flyer and then sort of got tangled up in it and fell down. So drawing the penalty for the slash.
Puck back to the point for Fournier. Kapuskasing 0 for 1 on their only power play. Fournier with the shot. Perkart off the rebound there, and somehow that one rolled in. We have a tied game on the power play here as Kapuskasing puts one in the net.
I was just going to say that Perkart's done well on those second and third chances to stay in position and keep the pads down. But unfortunately on that one, Kapuskasing Flyers right on the doorstep to find that one in the back of the net.
That's Damian Lemoyne with the goal as he led the charge back to the bench. Number 22 in your programs from Hearst, Ontario. Right down the road from Kapuskasing. Thibodeau up the ice to Saucier. And he's just going to tip that one in. So it's a tied game with 3 minutes left here in this first period. Kapuskasing now 1 for 2 on their power plays. And now Cowell, the goal scorer for the Trappers, carries the puck up the ice. Gets over to Gravel. Gravel out front quickly. And what a response by the Trappers as Anthony Boyce tips that one in on the doorstep.
What a response. And you mentioned the three that combined for the goal. The first Trappers goal. Hook it up again here to put in a second one and retake that lead.
Two to 1 with just under 3 minutes of play here. 14-8 are the shots in favor of the U18 Trappers. Interesting to watch for sure, as that was a very quick response for the Trappers. Gravel now with the puck on the far side, tries to get it up the ice, but now the puck comes out of play, hits a player on the bench of Kapuskasing, so we'll have another stoppage here.
Yeah, I think the thing that's impressed me so far in this game has been the passing from the North Bay Trappers. A lot of the passes just crisp and clean, and being able to just move the puck around the Flyers' defense.
It has been surgical at times for sure. Belanger, or rather Audrus. Now it's Dawson with possession behind the net. Dawson looking out for Lefebvre, can't get it to go. And now a bit of an ill-advised pinch there by McGill maybe, but he makes up for it on the back check. And now the puck back into the neutral zone there. Lemoyne, the goal scorer, in all alone on Perkart. Lemoyne tries to outstretch Perkart, but his leg was able to get over there and just get a toe on it to stop that one and keep the Trappers up 2 to 1.
Yeah, the other side of the puck, as we saw it there, Kapuskasing Flyers have really shown their speed so far in this first period. Lemoyne with miles behind him.
Yeah.
From a Trappers player, and just unable to outmaneuver Perkart.
Perkart just stuck his pad down and got a toe on it. Now behind the net is Ethan Boyes. Boyes gets the puck up the ice quickly. And now that's Cowell who sends the puck in deep. And now once again out front, that's Heath Bradley who takes a shot. Boyven turns that one aside.
Bit of an ill-advised rebound there from Boyven. Looked like he was trying to leave it for his defenseman just as a couple of Trappers came crashing in. And but able to cover up that second chance.
Just under 2 minutes here to go. Cowell gets the puck back to the point quickly. Another point shot there by the Trappers. Doesn't find the back of the net. And now it's back for Boyes. Boyes sends a shot, and that one finds the back of the net. As that one's going to go to Ethan Boyes, who beat Boyven. It's now a 3-1 hockey game.
Just a solid shot from the point through traffic. Boyven, I'm guessing, didn't see that one until it rang the mesh in behind him.
He didn't look like he saw it anyways. Not very happy with himself on that one, but really so much traffic in front of him, it would have been tough to see. Fournier gets the puck down the ice. Couch comes out into his own zone with it. And he leaves it for Anello. Anello sends the puck down the ice, but that's going to be picked off there by Rickard. Rickard tries to find his man Moore. He does. 2-on-1 here for Kapuskasing, and they just get the shot away. Perkart looked behind him as he was able to just keep it off with his right leg hugging the post. 3-1 with 1:20 left here in this first period between the Trappers and the Flyers. 18-9 are the shots in favor of North Bay.
Yeah, you got to talk momentum here for the North Bay Trappers. You give up that one goal and immediately come back with two quick ones.
Mm-hmm. Boyes up ice, finds Payer. Payer tries to find Gravel, but he had to stop up as the team went gone offside. Now it's back up. Saucier got a glove on it before Anthony Boyes picks it up. Boyes to Gravel. Gravel cross ice. Anthony Boyes now in the high slot, carries it in with the backhand. He scores! What a move by Anthony Boyes as he puts that one past Boyven. And oh my goodness, nothing was going to stop him on that play.
What a finish from Anthony Boyes. Like you said, nothing going to stop him there, but the setup from Gravel on that one, getting the hit on Saucier on the near side here to then cut across the ice and just bounce that puck back off the pass from Boyes back to him to set up that move was a surgical goal from the North Bay Trappers.
Update on the battalion game as well. Ty Nelson just scoring a power play goal for the troops. It's now a 3-1 hockey game there, with North Bay leading. Just under 30 seconds here, 4-1. The North Bay Trappers lead this one. Audras up to Lemoyne. Lemoyne gets it back to Chevier. Chevier takes the shot. Perkart knocks that one aside. And that one will be another stoppage here with 15.6 seconds left in the first period. 4-1 Trappers lead.
If you're the Kapuskasing Flyers right now, you're just waiting for these 15 seconds to be over, to get out of this period, to reset a little bit and come back.
Yeah, you have to think that they want to keep Boyven in net as long as they can because they do play again tomorrow. So you want to rest whoever you have ready to go, and that's Carter Logan from Ajax. You want to talk about a difference in world. Ajax in the GTA to Kapuskasing. His time's going to run out here with a 4-1 lead for the Trappers. 19-10 are the shots in favor of the Trappers as well. And really, when we talk about dominant periods, I mean, it might not have felt that way through the first half of the period, Lyndon. But North Bay really turned it on after it was tied back up at 1-1.
Yeah, that goal from the Kapuskasing Flyers lighting a spark for the Trappers, and just coming out swinging, up going into the break, up 4-1.
Well, that being said, we will take a break here for the first intermission. I'm Courtney Kenny, he's Lyndon Hokamp, and we'll be back on the other side of this. 4-1 Trappers lead. As always, keep your eye on the front line.
This period is brought to you by Canadore Alumni Perks. Get information on special events and news or access the alumni job portal. Visit canadorecollege.ca/perks for more information.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
As a Canadore College alumni, you have access to perks. Canadore Alumni Perks. This is a lifetime membership that includes special access to great offers, opportunities to get involved, and so much more. Graduates can access discounts and special offers from businesses and hotels locally, across Canada, and internationally. Get information on special events and news, or access the alumni job portal. Keep in touch with Canadore's alumni office. Visit canadorecollege.ca/perks. Great things happen here.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.
The Frontline Podcast, Season 3. Courtney Kenny, Matthew Sucrum, Derek Lindemann, Bob Coles, and Ben Long bring you closer your favorite teams like never before. Covering everything to do with hockey in the North Bay area, exclusive interviews with the North Bay Battalion staff and players, expert analysis on the OHL, NOJHL, and more, keeping you up to date on all things Voodoos, Trappers, Lakers, and more. It's a new season, it's a new adventure. The Frontline Podcast Season 3. Available wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay, to see how we can serve you and the community every day.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
All right, we welcome you back inside North Bay Memorial Gardens here as the North Bay U18 Trappers currently lead the Kapuskasing Flyers 4-1. And I'm pleased to be joined in the media booth here by U18 Trappers captain Justin Russo. And Justin, I know I just mentioned it to you just before we went on to air here. How much does it kill you not to be out there playing this game right now?
Yeah, it sucks a lot. Obviously, I wish I was out there. The boys are doing pretty good, so just trying to keep it up.
I was going to say, is it easier knowing you guys are winning, or would it be tougher if you guys were losing?
I think it'd be tougher if we'd be losing, obviously. The boys are pretty good. Obviously, we got Jacob Payer back from French River, so he's doing a good job filling my role. So,
how big of a boost is it to get a guy like that who was playing junior A hockey earlier this year to come back into the team mid-season?
Yeah, obviously it's huge having junior experience on a AAA team. So he's been doing good, filling up for every guy. So he's playing forward and in D. So he's been a huge add to us.
For you yourself, usually find yourself slotted between Caleb Dawson and Jesse Lefebvre. What's it like playing with those two guys?
It's so fun. The chemistry we have is unreal. We're starting to click now in the new year. So obviously Jesse's a little guy, but he's not afraid to go in the corners. And Caleb Dawson's got unreal hands, so it's nice to be playing with him.
I got to ask you, way back at the beginning of the year, Voodoo's training camp, you go and score a pretty big goal against the French River Rapids there. How did that one feel? I know it's not officially in the scorebook, but you kind of got your first junior A goal in a preseason game there.
Yeah, obviously it was a preseason game, but it felt good tying the game up against the former teammates in French River there, so obviously it felt good.
I got to tell you, we were calling that game. And my color guy that game, Derek Lindemann, once you guys took the penalty and were down, he basically said, "Oh, that's it for the Voodoos in this game." And then you go and ruin them and make them look like very foolish out there. So
yeah, set play, assistant coach there. He's a smart coach, Josh Dale. So just set play, won a face-off, and I was just trying to get as fast as possible down the ice and trying to get a scoring opportunity.
Well, I know Josh. I would never call him smart, but that's just me. I got to ask, though, your injury, last weekend in Peterborough, is it going to be a long-term thing, or you can figure to be back out on the ice soon?
Hopefully soon. Obviously, I've been meeting with the guys at Symmetrics and been doing some work on it. So obviously, the concussion, you can't do much to really help it, but just a few activities he's got me doing, and hopefully I'm back next weekend. We'll see.
With that result in Peterborough, you guys went perfect. You couldn't have played much better. How tough was it to kind of walk away with that tiebreaker to Waterloo?
Yeah, last tournament of my minor hockey career, obviously, and losing by goals for and against in the tournament to go on, and they went on to win the tournament too. So that's kind of a stinger to us. But yeah, we just keep going, finish the regular season strong, and hopefully our goal is win the playoffs and get to OHF, so that's our goal. Well,
I'm sure you guys have the team to do it for sure, especially if you're back in the lineup sooner rather than later. But one last question I got to ask you before you go. I know you're an affiliate player with the Voodoos and stuff, but what lies in store for Justin Russo next year after playing with the Trappers is over?
We'll see. Obviously, Powassan, it's a really good place to play, and obviously the Noj is pretty recognized at the pretty good junior A league, so we'll see. But yeah, I've enjoyed my experience as an affiliate with the Voodoos, so I'm looking forward to next season too.
Well, we look forward to seeing you back out on the ice sooner rather than later. Justin, thank you very much for joining us up here in the booth here for this one, and hopefully you're able to watch your team finish out this 4-1 victory.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. As we're back underway here in the second period, as the Trappers, as I mentioned, Lyndon, up 4-1 here. They're up.
Strong first period from the North Bay Trappers, hoping to carry some of that momentum into the second. Already just over a minute gone here.
Yeah, just over a minute here. We're going to have another special guest join us very momentarily. Mr. Liam Arnsby, the captain of your North Bay Battalion, as he's getting ready to put his headset on here. Yeah, it says battalion staff, but really we're going to call it battalion captain is what we're going to do. You just hop that on your head there, and we'll get ready to go here. The game's still going on 4-1, and Liam Arnsby's joining us here in the booth right now. And Liam, it's always a pleasure to get you to join us on anything frontline related, and it's always a little bit easier when you're not playing the game to get you out on doing some media stuff. Liam, I got to ask you flat out, though. I mean, you've been out for a little while now. What's the timeline looking like? Are you getting ready for a return here soon?
Yeah, hopefully return next Sunday.
Next Sunday?
Yeah.
Well, that should be good. I mean, the boys have been playing pretty good in your absence, but it's got to be killing you not being out there with your mates.
Yeah, it sucks. Obviously, we're doing well right now, but I'm itching to get back and battling with the boys.
So with the team, like the last time we talked, it was early in the season, and you guys were, a great team then, but now you've really added some great pieces since. What's it like to, lead this squad that has really gone for it on the acquisition side of things?
Yeah, it's awesome. It makes it a lot easier with a lot of quality guys we got at the deadline and throughout the year. So I'm looking forward to going on a deep run with these guys. As
the captain, how do you take it upon yourself to try and kind of mesh everyone in when they come in from a trade like that?
Yeah, I mean, most of us are all the new guys we got are all free, so we all played against each other. We all kind of know of each other, so that makes it a lot easier.
A guy that you've played with, I know you weren't out on the ice, but a guy you played with a lot of hockey growing up, especially with Don Mills, and as a shot comes in and Perkart knocks that one down. Came back to town, and of course, identical twin of your teammate, Paul. What was it like seeing Alex back here on the ice Thursday with the Spitfires?
Yeah, that was funny. We're making jokes with him and his brother, but it was nice to see him back here. I don't think he's been back here since he got traded, so it was nice to have him out on the ice.
Is it a little weird when you see them together again after so long? Because now you've kind of gotten used to Paul by himself, and you see Alex coming in there to the exact same person?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I spent, 7 years with them, so I'm more used to them being together than not being together. So it's just like the old days.
Well, it was good to see him for sure, and also in that game, a Christopoulos started the scoring and a Christopoulos ended the scoring.
Yeah.
How big of a win is that against a team like Windsor?
Huge. I mean, we were kind of in a slump the last couple games. We weren't playing good hockey, but we were winning. So to beat a team like them is huge, and looking to build off that.
Another one of your former teammates with Don Mills, Shane Wright, didn't get to play in that game. But now that he's back in the OHL, what are you looking for from him? Like, he's a dangerous threat, right? So,
yeah, it'll be cool to see how he does, and I'm sure he'll do terrific in Windsor, and hopefully we get him down the line in the playoffs.
I got to ask you, I mean, my limited interactions with him, a lot of people seem to think that he has an attitude issue, but your view on Shane Wright, what's he like? Because to me, he's always been great to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, exactly what you said. I think maybe there's people say stuff, but in my experience, he's always been a good guy.
Well, media stretching the truth has never happened before. What are you talking about? But that being said, Liam, we really do appreciate you coming on. I know I've kind of mentioned it before, but Chris Dawson keeps bugging me. He wants you to come and take some shots on me and that just to make it look like what an average Joe against an OHL player would look like. So you could take some of your frustrations out on me when you have a chance, I guess, at some point.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, for sure. Looking forward to that. Liam, thanks so much for joining us here at the Trappers game, and we look forward to seeing you back in action, as you said, hopefully next Sunday against the Frontenac. Should be a good one. Always good to see number 11 back out in the green.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime. As we're back underway again here, 4 minutes gone. The Trappers are killing off a penalty here. We will also hear from Powassan Voodoo's head coach Peter Goulet later on in this broadcast. Courtney Kenny, Lyndon Hokamp with you the rest of the second period. 4-1 Trappers lead, and Kapuskasing has been out on the power play, although it didn't really feel like it for most of that, Lyndon.
No, it did not. It's a bit of an uneventful start to this period. I know we were a little distracted with our special guests, but yeah, not much to speak of in the first 4 minutes of the second period.
No, only a couple of shots to speak of. 10 seconds left before Anello's back out on the ice after serving a penalty. Shot in on Perkart, knocked aside. And now the Trappers are going to get Anello back out on the ice and go down the ice with Gravel. Gravel takes the shot. Boyven stops that one up and knocks that one down, so we'll get a stoppage here. Again, Trappers lead 4-1. Shots on goal, 20-14.
If you're the Kapuskasing Flyers, you're playing 3 games in 3 days this weekend. You're coming off a win yesterday, but how much do you think that affects the team out here when they're playing lots of games like that?
Well, I know some guys prefer to get them. As a quick shot comes in, and Lefebvre, the Battalion prospect, puts one past Boyven here. It's now a 5-1 hockey game. Maybe Captain Liam Arnsby of the Battalion was a bit of a good foreboding factor here for a Battalion prospect to score a goal.
Yeah, Lefebvre, one of the few, the only OHL prospect we see in this game for the U18 Trappers. And yeah, just after we have the North Bay Battalion captain here, he picks up a goal.
Lefebvre looking dangerous and more dangerous, and you can see why the battalion like him. He's a small guy, a little gritty, much like Liam Arnsby. Pretty gritty player himself. Dawson on the far side skates the puck around the zone, tries to get it over to Couch, but his pass hits a body in front and goes down back into his own zone. 5 minutes gone here in the second period, and now we have Couch looking up ice. His pass to Beamer, just out of his reach. Now we have a quick pass up. Couch gets it over to Curry. Josh Curry, not the former North Bay Battalion, takes a shot kicked away by Boyven, and his teammate nearly kicked it back into the net. And now we'll get a stoppage here, and as it looks like the Trappers are going to be called for too many men on the ice. And North Bay not getting any power plays yet, but no power plays, no problem so far, as they're going to go back to the penalty kill.
Yeah, not like you said, not being an issue, killing off a couple of penalties, giving up the one goal on the power play so far, but they've looked good for the Trappers so far.
Too many men. Caleb Dawson in the box serving. A player to watch for the Trappers. Now back to the point. We're going to get Kapuskasing with possession. Lemoyne behind the net. Up quickly with a quick shot. Fanned on it. That was Beauchamp. Now it's Bradley. Bradley to Beamer. Beamer takes a shot. It's knocked down by Boyven. And Boyven pushes Bradley as Bradley got a little bit too close there on that one.
Yeah, getting friendly with Alexander Boivin in the Kapuskasing net. I always find that an interesting dynamic for a team when you get a bench minor like that. So the coach has to look up and down the bench and go, we won't need you for 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's always funny. I always got that vibe too, but also they're looking for a guy that can get out of the box, right, and go on a breakaway if they get a chance sometimes. So maybe that's what they're looking for. But yeah, sometimes, especially if a player doesn't play on the penalty kill that often too. But yeah, it's always kind of singling someone out like that. It's kind of funny. Cowell with the puck behind the net to Boys. Boys sends the puck all the way down to the Kapuskasing zone. Well, that's going to be Boulanger, the captain, who carries the puck out from his zone, being harassed by Gravel. Gravel leaves it for Cowell, and now Cowell chasing after it. Both number 22s, along with Damian Lemoyne, battling for the puck. But now that's going to be Moore who came away with it. Moore's shot up the ice is lost by Bradley. And now it's back up to Moore as he carries the puck in. Moore tried to get it to Cowell. Or out front quickly. That shot just missed the net. That was off the stick of Tanyan Eiserhoff. All the way from Moosonee. Only one way out of that community, and that's by train. And it's a long train ride as well. Grayson Bradley. And now we're going to get another offside here, as that's Kapuskasing who went offside. 12:54 left, 16 seconds left in the bench minor to North Bay.
I think Fillon there almost didn't know the whistle went right away, as they kind of kept battling into the boards with the Trappers player.
It's back to Audris. Audris. It's up to Saucier, who leaves it to Chevalier. Now the puck sent down the length of the ice again. Boyven to play the puck. Sends it up. Boys comes out to play it. Saucier. Quickly back over to his man. That's Filion. Now it's back to Saucier. Saucier's point. Or shot out or pass through the middle of the ice went to nobody. And then Audris just gets it over to Filion. Back to the point now. Shot in, they score! Tipped in front. And the goal's going to go to Nicholas Saucier from Kapuskasing himself, the hometown kid. Got the tip in front on Perkart. It's a 5-2 game.
A little bit we've been seeing we saw it a little bit at the end of the first period, and we've seen it a little bit here in the second. Kapuskasing starting to get some traffic in front of Parkart, and just getting one to pay off there, catching a tip in front. So we've got a 5-2 hockey game.
3-goal cushion here for the Trappers with 12 minutes left in this second period. Trappers with the puck in the neutral zone. Curry sends it up ice for Heath Bradley. Heath Bradley comes in, gets it over cross ice to Beamer. His shot is turned away by Boyven. Now, we're going to get another stoppage here, as it looks like we're getting another penalty going to the Trappers. Or rather,
have to wait a second for see what the call is here.
no penalty here, actually. Maybe it was a hand pass. I missed the word from the official there, but it looks like he's over there talking to head coach Doug Sanders.
The one North Bay Trapper here, way off on the far side of the
Yeah.
ice from this face-off.
And we get a clean shot off the draw just like that. Nobody was over there, though, and he didn't take the shot. Boyce sends the puck in. Thomason, who was the Trapper that was way over there, gets the puck back in deep. And going the other way is Kapuskasing. Kapuskasing in, another quick shot. Perkart turns that one aside, the rebound, and that one's knocked aside as well by Mikey Perkart. Thomason up the ice. That's Curry who gains the zone. Curry tries to center the puck back out front, can't get it to go, and Beamer picks it up before he loses it to Moore. Now in is Belanger. Belanger tries to get to the front of the net. McGill stops him in his tracks. And now the puck is down into the Kapuskasing zone, and that one's going to go for icing, although Gravel was the first one back, but that's what happens in this league with the automatic icing. It doesn't matter who the first one down is.
Yeah, that's not a bad rule, I don't think. The automatic icing just cuts out the need for the chase. You don't get anybody crashing into the boards or into each other fighting over a puck.
Yeah. It's one thing I remember as a kid. Don Cherry on his Rock'em Sock'em videos was always looking for. You don't want to see anyone slamming into the boards too hard as they chase after that puck. And we see a hybrid option with Cowell taking the shot, and that one popped out of the glove and is stopped there. Johnny Couch, one of the top defenders as well in the league with 19 points. Jesse Lefebvre with the lone OHL pick in tonight's game has 19 points as well. Those two guys would be tied for the lead in points with Xavier Belanger and Lemoyne, who lead the Flyers with 19 points this year. Although Lemoyne did pick up a goal, so he's up to 20 points. Now back out front quickly. And Lefebvre has scored a goal as well, so he has 20 points as well. He almost added the second one there. Now the puck back to the ice is Dawson sending it back in for Boyven. Boyven behind his net. It's back to the point for Bradley, who keeps it in momentarily. And now Kapuskasing going the other way, but they send the puck too far. And North Bay has possession again. Puck sent down, no icing call as they argue it hit somebody on the way down. Lefebvre chasing after it. Can't get to it. Now Theo Lemoyne, an affiliate player and the younger brother of Damien, sends the puck back in. One is a 2006 birth year, the other one is a 2009, and that's how I can tell I'm getting too old for this. Hodges sends the puck over to Fournier. Thomason keeps the puck in. Good attempt there by the Trappers, but they can't get it to stick. And now the Flyers have numbers going the other way. Taking too long to set things up, though. Good defensive effort there. Keeps the Trappers ahead by 3. Now up the ice to Curry. Curry, he's quick, can get around. We would have had a 2-on-1. He's dragged to the ice. No call coming on that one. And North Bay will still search for their first power play of the game. Setting things up in their own zone is Kapuskasing. Gets it up to Saucier. Saucier hits the puck. And so there will be no icing there as he tips it in. Boys behind his net over to Anello. Anello going to go up ice, gets it to Anthony Boys. Kapuskasing picks the puck back up in the neutral zone. 8:24 left here in the second period. Up to Heath Bradley. Heath Bradley touches it, and it goes down into the Kapuskasing zone for Boyven to play it up to his teammates. Rickard sends it around behind the net. Now Gravel picks it up. He can't get it back to his point man, though, and now it's back up the ice quickly to Letowski. Letowski sends the puck around the zone. Kapuskasing will keep it in, but not for long as North Bay gets possession of it again and sends the puck to the blue line. Still can't get it out, rather. And now it's Letowski. Sends the puck back in deep. Thomason plays it over to Gravel. Gravel up the ice quickly. His pass hopped over the stick of Anthony Boys. And now it's back down the ice. And Ethan Boys tried to get a hold of it but couldn't hold on to it. Gravel battling in the near side corner. To Cowell. Back to Gravel. Gravel to Thomason. His pass hit a couple of skates, and now Kapuskasing just dumped the puck back down. McGill, first one on it there. Nearly lost it to Moore. And then he's going to chip the puck back out quickly. But Moore will get to that one first. Trappers up the ice. It's going to get down to Payer, but it's going to go too far for icing. So a 6:49 left here. We're going to have stoppage here. 5-2 Trappers lead. Another interesting fact, Cooper Moore is a former Trappers U18 affiliate from last season. Currently applying his trade, of course, with the Flyers here. So player that might be might have some relationships with some of these Trappers players on this team. McGill to Bradley. Back to the point. Fournier takes a shot, kicked aside by Perkart. Bradley knocked down, and he takes down his man too. No call coming on either. And now a pass out front is knocked aside by the Trappers and into the corner. Far side corner. Bradley just spilling all over the place, and awkward falls too, both of them. Pass comes out front, can't get to anyone. And now it's Lefebvre. Lefebvre looking up ice. His stick breaks as it was slashed by Beauchamp, and that will be a penalty that you can't really ignore if you're the referees on that one. So we'll get a slashing calls here going against Christopher Beauchamp.
Yeah, the Trappers heading to their first power play. We've seen this game, hoping to add some insurance to that 5-2 lead. You mentioned the scoring already earlier from this team. It's a highly offensive team that Gravel, Cowell, and Boys all with over 20 points at 26, 25, and 21. And another couple of big players with 19.
The offense when it comes in bunches for this Trappers team. Cowell. Back to the point for Couch. Couch, his pass. Can't get to Cowell, but now Cowell gets it right back to Couch at the top of the point. The Boys, a chance in front, is tipped wide of the net. Boys keeps it in. Leaves it for Couch. Couch walking in, looks to take the shot. He does. Boyven turns that one aside. Couch now stops up on the near side wall. Looks out front to Gravel. And now another chance from the sharp angle. Doesn't get past Boyven. Boys twisting and turning. Carries the puck in, takes a shot. That one's blocked. Minute 10 now left on the man advantage here for the Trappers. And the Trappers give it away. And that'll kill off some time here for Kapuskasing. Puck up to Anthony Boys. Skating in his own zone. Loses the handle on it. He's going to bounce off the boards for Perkart to leave for Cowell. Cowell stops up. 40 seconds left on this man advantage now, up to Dawson. Dawson skates the puck in. Looks for some options, gets the puck back quickly. Anello sends the puck back in. And he keeps the puck in as Kapuskasing tried to get it out of the zone. Anello in some trouble, gives it across to Cowell. Cowell harassed, can't get anywhere with the puck. Looks to go cross ice. His pass just missed Gravel. 10 seconds now left on the man advantage. Payer out front to Dawson. What a save by Boyven as he stretched out and stopped that one. My goodness, what a save by Boyven, but he didn't even have possession of the puck and the referee blew it down.
Yeah, referee must have lost sight of it. Boyven stretching out and just catching that one almost on the bottom side of his pad to make that save. And that thing I've seen a few times in this game, that bit of an aggressive game from Gravel, just attacking the net and almost finding a rebound there.
Boys to Gravel. Back to Boys. Boys takes a shot. That one's knocked aside. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey as the Trappers 0 for 1 on their power play. Beamer to Bradley. Bradley back to the point. Thomason takes a shot. That one's stopped there. And now Kapuskasing looks to go the other way. Belanger into the zone, gets it out front. He takes a shot. Perkart stops the first one. Secondary chance. And how did that one not go in? Perkart must have had it underneath him. But the Flyers had so many options to score on that chance right there.
Yeah, I mentioned it in the first period. Perkart doing really well to keep those pads down, to block those second and third chances that are coming from the Kapuskasing Flyers. And there it is again, just getting a little lucky maybe that the puck gets stuck underneath them, and no chance there.
Boys sends the puck up ice, can't get it to go very far though, as Kapuskasing keeps it in the Trappers zone. Gravel gets it back down to Anthony Boys. Boys gains the zone. Looks to go cross ice for Gravel. His chance goes into the corner. And now the puck back to the point for Bradley. Bradley takes the shot well wide of the net. Cowell looks to get to a chance as well with that one. Can't. Bradley's point shot stopped up in front. Might have handcuffed Boyven a little bit as it was stopped by his defenseman in front of him, but the puck didn't go too far away from him, so he was able to get down and stop that one and freeze it.
Yeah, Boyven just collecting one there, making his 20th save of this game. Shots 25-20 right now for the North Bay Trappers.
Lefebvre with the puck, loses it. And now it's back to the point for Grayson Bradley. Bradley plays it up to Lefebvre. Lefebvre behind his net to Dawson. Dawson in the near side corner. Can't hold on to that one, as now it's going to be Theo Lemoyne going the other way. Theo, cross ice, was looking for Thibodeau. Couldn't get it to go. And now the puck is up and over the glass and out of play. So we'll get another stoppage here with 2:16 left in the second period.
Courtney, you were talking earlier about Theo Lemoyne, the brother of Damien Lemoyne, the 2009 birth year on this team. There's a couple other players on the Kapuskasing Flyers listed on their roster at least. Born in 2008 and a couple more in 2007. So seeing those younger players on this Kapuskasing team.
Man, I was born in 1993. I am old. Kids born in 2000 seem still young to me, Lyndon, as you know.
Yeah, even I'm looking at these born in 2002 going, these kids they're that much younger than me?
Oh, it'll come. You'll feel it. You'll feel it soon enough. Puck behind the net. Back to Couch. Couch leaves it though, and Beamer sends it right back into him on the near side wall. Gets past him. Minute 30 here left in this second period. 5-2 Trappers lead to Couch. Coach goes cross ice. Gets it up to Curry. Curry sends it in. Tries to get a secondary chance. That one's stopped by Boyven. Now Bradley. Out front for Couch. Couch can't get a shot away. Chases the puck into the far side corner. As he's still chasing it, being all harassed by the Flyers on the far side. Now behind the net. That's going to be Bradley who knocks his man down and gets the puck. Looking for Beamer, can't get it to go. Final minute of play here in the second now. 5-2 again, the Trappers lead 27-20. Ours is the shot difference. Now looking up ice quickly for a stretch pass. Gravel was up ice. And the Trappers can't get it to go. And now coming back in is Audris. Back to Belanger. He loses it. Now the Trappers have numbers going the other way. Cowell stops up. Quick chance, he scores! Wide open net there for Caden Cowell as he gets his second of the game on a slick passing play with Nate Gravel.
What a couple of passes there. Cowell getting the wide open net as Boivin was almost past the far post. Caught going the other way. And the Trappers making that one look easy on the 3-on-1.
6-2 is the score here with 35.6 seconds left in the game, or in the second period, I should say. This game starting at 7:30. It's now 8:45. Feels a little bit later, though, with the Lakers game that was late here today. This is the third big game played on this ice day as the men's Lakers team and the women's Lakers teams all having games earlier. North Bay through the neutral zone. Can't get a good shot away, though, or as they couldn't get it down. Perkart plays the puck to his defenseman with 8 seconds left. It's up to Cowell, who has 2 in the game. Plays it around, and that's going to do it here in the second period. 6-2, Trappers lead. 27-20 heading into the, the shots heading into the third period in favor of North Bay. And Lyndon, before we go to break, the Trappers, it was a bit of a more even period there as both teams scoring a goal each. But the Trappers very much in the driver's seat, it feels like, after 40.
Oh, definitely are. You kind of mentioned there, both teams settling it down a little bit after a first period that saw the Trappers skating circles around Kapuskasing. And just both teams being able to settle into the game and not do too much, but still get 1 goal apiece and still a 4-goal difference heading into the final frame.
All right, don't go too far as we'll have Voodoo's head coach Peter Goulet on the show here during this intermission at some point in time. But for now, we're going to hear a quick word from our sponsor. 6-2 Trappers lead, and as always, keep your eye on the front line.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
As a Canadore College alumni, you have access to perks. Canadore Alumni Perks. This is a lifetime membership that includes special access to great offers, opportunities to get involved, and so much more. Graduates can access discounts and special offers from businesses and hotels locally, across Canada, and internationally. Get information on special events and news, or access the alumni job portal. Keep in touch with Canadore's alumni office. Visit canadorecollege.ca/perks. Great things happen here.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.
The Frontline Podcast, Season 3. Courtney Kenny, Matthew Sukram, Derek Lindemann, Bob Coles, and Ben Long bring you closer your favorite teams like never before. Covering everything to do with hockey in the North Bay area, exclusive interviews with the North Bay Battalion staff and players, expert analysis on the OHL, NOJHL, and more. keeping you up to date on all things Voodoos, Trappers, Lakers, and more. It's a new season, it's a new adventure. The Frontline Podcast Season 3. Available wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay to see how we can serve you and the community every day.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
All right, we welcome you back into North Bay Memorial Gardens, where the North Bay U18 Trappers are up 6-2 over the visiting Kapuskasing Flyers. I'm pleased to be joined now by Powassan Voodoo's head coach Peter Goulet. And Peter, how are things going for the Voodoos? Because it was a pretty good win last night against the Hearst Lumberjacks.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, I'd like to say thanks for having me on. And
anytime.
Honored to be on after the future of junior A hockey and Justin Roussel. He's a great kid, captain of this team, and just a first-class young man. And then obviously Liam Martinsby, captain of North Bay, future NHLer down the road. It's an honor to be on after both those young men.
Well, it's always good to have them on for sure. It's always good to have someone like you on as well. I mean, we had you on before at a Trappers game when you were looking at some of your affiliate players. So compared to that point in time earlier in the season where you were looking at some of those affiliate players, how have they grown and developed for you here in North Bay so far?
Yeah, they've been great. Doug's done a good job with this team. They got a real good team. They got two solid goaltenders. It always starts at the minor hockey level before they get to us. So minor hockey coaches are very important in the future of young hockey players, minor hockey players making the jump to OHL or Junior A in the CJHL.
It's always a big thing too, and I know you've gone through this too, where you've had some former NHLers under your belts as well, where some kids maybe don't want to go the major junior route. How important is it to know that major junior isn't your only path forward if you want to find success?
Yeah, absolutely. Major junior is a great league. It's you can't take anything away from it. It's the OHL is the number one provider for NHL teams and players right now still. And the Western League's unbelievable. Quebec League is very good, and but the NCAA has come a long way, and the U.S. and the NCAA are developing more and more players every year, and there's many paths how to get there. I think it comes down to maturity level, when you're ready to leave home. It comes down to many things other than just playing the game. But the OHL does a great job. Major Junior does a great job, as does the NCD now. And it's nice that the players have an option.
I got to ask you, speaking about development and whatnot with your team, of course, you guys want to win championships, you want to win hockey games, and that also kind of helps with the developmental side of things. But recently, Canon Flageau committing to the NCAA Division III. What's that speak to your program, seeing a goaltender commit down south of the border?
Yeah, it's awesome. He's from Colorado, and tremendous young man, tremendous year for us so far, and we're super excited for him. Hopefully we have a few more coming here in the next upcoming months, but for Cannon it's awesome, and just a great young man.
With the Voodoos itself, it kind of feels like the top three in the East are kind of set. I know you don't want to necessarily say that because there's still hockey to be played, but how important is seeding going to be going into the playoffs where Timmins, Hearst, and you guys seem to be locked in right now?
Yeah, I mean it's always important at the end of the day. If you can't beat the team in the first round, you're not going to win the final round. So it doesn't matter who I play. Obviously, getting home ice advantage is huge for any team, and we'd love to have that. But our job is to worry about having a good practice Monday and another one on Tuesday, and that's got to be ready for French River. They're playing good hockey right now, and I can't look ahead to any other teams. I got to keep what's in front of me and then go from there.
Although not necessarily looking ahead of you, but looking behind you, the game against Hearst last night, you guys went up ahead with quite the big lead early in that one, and then, of course, Hearst really put the pressure on in the third. I wanted to ask, what does that speak to you, watching your bench kind of bend under pressure but not break when Hearst was really coming at you in the third period?
Yeah, I mean, Hearst did a great job. We knew they were going to come out, and bring it, especially after making it 5-1, and give them a little bit of life on, a mistake by us. But, overall, it's, they're a good hockey team, and they're going to score goals against you. We made a couple mistakes. They capitalized, got a couple goals. They got back in the hockey game, and, credit to them. But, we stuck it out. We got the job done, and, got the empty netter to finish the game, which is great.
I know if we're going to go back even further, I know looking at a team that kind of had your number most of this year, last one I have for you before we let you go, but Sudbury kind of had their number earlier in the year as North Bay's coming in on a quick 2-on-1. Quick shot turned aside by Kapuskasing, but Sudbury had their number, it felt, earlier in the year, and then you guys were putting together some good games against them. You fell by a goal in Sudbury, and then you come out and you really take it to them 8-1. I don't think anyone expected a score like that. What did that do for the team's confidence going into with that game?
It's awesome for for our team, our young men. It's Sudbury's got a very good team. They're the best in the league for a reason, and it's all the games have been pretty tight against them. You can't afford to make mistakes against a team like that, and we were firing on all cylinders, and my goalie had a good game, and I think shots were 35-35 that game. And our pucks went in that net that night. Credit to our team and the effort, and Josh Hardeman doing a great job on the pre-scout, and it's a combination. It's a team game. None of us can do it by ourselves. Not one player, not one coach. We need everybody involved. The owner to Chris Dawson to the assistant coaches, the players to the guys who are sitting in the stands watching that game. They got to be ready to go for us every night. So credit to all of them.
All right, thank you so much, Peter. We do appreciate whenever you hop on. We're going to see you Wednesday when French River comes to town. That should be a good game as well. Always fun having you here on the front line. And we keep saying this, we got to get you on the podcast at some point too. So it's coming. It's going to happen at some point.
All good.
Thank you so much, Peter. As we're back underway here with the North Bay U18 Trappers, 6-2 is the score right now. I'm Courtney Kenny, joined by Lyndon Hogekamp. And again, just the Trappers kind of really taking it to the Flyers so far, but a good second period by both teams in that one there, Lyndon. And now here we are back underway. Again, huge thanks to Peter Goulet for joining us here live on the front line.
Yeah, we got a real who's who coming on the show today, the Trappers game. That's always a fun way to spend a Saturday night at the rink, seeing all kinds of different people.
It is indeed. Of course, it's nice for these kids to know that there's this many eyes. I mean, Justin Russo, of course, being the captain of the team and seeing what's going on. And then, Liam Arnsby, who's the captain of the North Bay Battalion here, watching as well. And then to have Peter Goulet and Chris Dawson, Chris, of course, here to see his son Caleb, but two big eyes from the Powassan Voodoos watching in attendance here as the North Bay U18 Trappers take on the Kapuskasing Flyers. Again, 6-2 as we're back underway here with just under 3 minutes gone in the third period. Battle in the far zone or far end with the Flyers and Trappers. And now Boys comes out with it. Boys to his brother Anthony Boys. Gets it up quickly to Gravel. An aforementioned affiliate player of the Voodoos. Sends the puck in. And that one's going to be covered up by a new goaltender here. Logan Carter from Ajax, Ontario, who's in net now for Kapuskasing.
Yeah, after that second period, the Flyers making the decision to swap out the goalie. Carter, you mentioned his name earlier, but traveling a long way to get to Kapuskasing from my neck of the woods in Ajax.
Well, if it's a 5.5-hour trip from North Bay, it's about 9.5 hours from Ajax. Shot comes in, Perkart knocks that one aside. I'm going to say his parents don't get up to see him too much. As now the North Bay Trappers on a bit of a 2-on-1. Payer takes the shot. It's over the net and wide. We will also have some updates on the North Bay Battalion for you as well, as they're playing in St. Catharines against the Niagara Ice Dogs. Fillion through the neutral zone. Sends the puck in deep. Chases after it. Battling along the boards with Couch. Puck now. Back to Thibodeau. Thibodeau battling again on the near side wall. It's back to Beamer. Beamer chipping the puck out. It's going to bounce down the ice. It won't have legs for icing, though, as Kapuskasing's Alexis Fournier plays that one out. Moore chips the puck in. And now Kapuskasing with possession in the Trappers zone on the far side. Coming out with it. And it's back out quickly to Beamer. Beamer going cross ice, looking for an outlet pass to Curry. And they couldn't get it to go. Now it's Curry going in one-on-one. Curry has some nifty hands. He stops up. Can't really get anything to go. And now Heath Bradley comes away with the loose puck before he loses the handle on it. And the puck's back out to the point for McGill. McGill's shot well wide. Curry looking to get it quickly out front, but couldn't get it to go. Heath Bradley back out front. Quick shot there to hit a body in front. Didn't get to Carter. And now the puck's down the ice into the Trapper zone. Grayson Bradley going to be first on it. Sends the puck behind the net to Curry. Curry on the near side or far side wall. Gets the puck up to Heath. Heath. Bradley gaining the zone. Tries to get it into the net. Couldn't. Carter going to take a good whack at it with his stick and knock it wide. And now another shot by Grayson Bradley is well over the net. Back to Heath. Heath Bradley. Behind the net. Tries to chip it up. His brother, or McGill, has it. McGill tries to get the shot to go. He knocks a stick out of a Flyer's hand, and then he sends the puck back in, but it's going to be icing or offside. So the Flyers will have to reset. Saucier sends the puck back into the Flyers zone. Gravel chasing after it. Kapuskasing with possession. Chevier loses it to Anthony Boyes. Anthony Boyes quickly up to ice to Gravel. Gravel. Let's give it to Cowell. Cowell takes a shot. Carter misses that one as it went wide of his net. Thomason now in the zone. Sends the puck out deep to Ethan Boyes. Boyes sends it up to Cowell. Cowell quickly out front to Gravel. Gravel fanned on his shot from the slot and couldn't get it to go. Now behind the net is Thibodeau. Thibodeau sends it down the ice. It's stopped up by Thomason. Thibodeau twisting and turning, tried to get the puck to go deeper into the Trapper zone. And now Lefebvre's chasing after it with Carter out to get it first. Carter up to Moore. Gets it to Dawson. Dawson sends it across ice. And they get it to Couch. Couch gains the zone. Sends the puck in deep. Lefebvre on the near side wall to collect it. Gets it back to Anello. Anello back to Lefebvre. It's past him and he loses the handle on it. And then a high chip out of the zone by the Flyers. Couch quickly up ice, trying to get it to Payer. That's going to miss him and go for icing. 12:36 here left in the third period. And as promised, here is an update on the Battalion and Ice Dogs. When we last told you what was going on, it was a 2-1 hockey game. Well, it's now 7-2. Ty Nelson scored a power play goal. Kyle McDonald, Ethan Procession, Josh Bloom in the second period alone. And Daniel Michaud picked up a goal as well for the Ice Dogs. This is basically 7 for North Bay, 2 for Michaud, and nothing for the Ice Dogs. As a shot from Dawson comes in, and Carter's going to knock that one down. Then Nikita Tarasevich picked up his 12th of the season here in the third period to give them 7-2 lead with just under 10 minutes to play, just under 10 minutes to play at the Meridian Center. Attendance there well over 4,000 as well. Lots of butts and in the seats in that game, and a lot of value for sure for some Niagara fans. Although if it's on the North Bay side of things, you're seeing a lot of goals. Niagara fans not so happy.
No, probably not. Although that is a nice building they have in
It
St.
is very
Catharines
nice.
there. So it's a good spot to see a game.
I've had the chance to go to every team in the Central Division, and Niagara definitely has the nicest building I've been to. And I've also been to Ottawa, and I've been to Sault Ste. Marie for games, and Niagara definitely has St. Catharines has the nicest building there, the Meridian Center. Great place to watch a hockey game, too. McGill sends the puck in. That one's stopped by Carter. Quickly up ice for Kapuskasing. And now Grayson Bradley battling for the puck. It's going to be Fillion. Takes the shot. It's knocked aside. And now going the other way for a quick 2-on-1 is Curry and Heath Bradley. Curry's pass out of the reach of Bradley. Bradley takes a sharp angle shot, and that one misses the net well. Boyes skates it in, takes a shot. Carter got a piece of that one, turned it aside. Now it's Heath Bradley once again behind the net, losing the handle on it. And that's going to be Riley Fillion with the puck before he sends it up the ice. Grayson Bradley knocking it down. Curry right there to get the loose puck. And then Grayson passing it out to his brother Heath. Can't get a handle on that one though either. Now quickly Boyes into the Kapuskasing zone. Tries to skate the puck into the middle of the ice, which he does. But decides to go back with it. Giving it to his brother Ethan Boyes. Boyes behind the net. Ethan Boyes with the puck, turns around, tries to take a shot. Can't get it to go. And now it's going to be Boulanger who sends the puck up ice. 6-2 here, 10:45 left in this third period. Thomason sends the puck up ice for Audris to pick up for Kapuskasing. Now Gravel skates it in. Can't get it. A good chance there from the slot by Cowell as he looks for his third goal of the game, is turned away by Carter. Kapuskasing right back into the zone again. And now it's sent out front. A good chance there for Kapuskasing. Couldn't corral it to the back of Perkart's net. And now Thomason behind his net sends the puck up the ice. That's going to be Audris who picks it up. Going the other way. Now, Boys battling for it in the far side corner. Does get to it before he flips it up and out of the zone. Dawson skates it in. Can't get a handle on it though, as he loses it. And now Kapuskasing trying to get it through the neutral zone. They do. But Payer's going to pick up the loose puck on the blue line. Now right back to Anello. Anello sends across ice to Couch. Couch going for a ride with the puck. Sends it in. Lefebvre was trying to get to it in the slot, couldn't get it. And now he picks it up in the neutral zone and sends it right back into Kapuskasing's zone. Kapuskasing up the ice. Gets it to Couch. Couch picks it up in his zone. Gives it over to Anello. Anello tries to find Beamer. His pass is out of his reach. Kapuskasing sends it right back down the other way. Up the ice quickly to Beamer. Beamer tried to flip it up and out. Couldn't. Now Thibodeau sends the puck in deep, but that's going to be Couch who picks it up before he promptly deposits Theo Lemoyne onto the ice. Beamer tries to walk in. Now it's Curry with it. Gets the puck in deep for Bradley. Bradley behind the net, skates around, gets it out front to Beamer. Beamer couldn't get a shot away. Carter stretches back with a glove and turns that one aside before he freezes it with 8:32 left in the third period.
Yeah, not a lot of stoppages here in this third period. You can kind of tell that both teams have been trying to take it a little easier after the way the first two went. But something I just keep noticing here is Logan Carter, listed on our stat sheet at 6'6".
Oh.
He's down in the butterfly, and I think he's still taller than the net. Like
Yep.
His head is well above the crossbar, taking up a lot of area in that Kapuskasing goal.
Looks like we're going to get a timeout here for the Trappers. But yeah, that was one of the big things that the battalion really liked about their former goalie, Joe Verbetic, who was very tall. Basically, when he was down in the butterfly, he was taller than the net too. And of course, we've seen that pedigree result in him being drafted by the Montreal Canadiens and plying his trade with Laval Rocket and Trois Rivières in the ECHL and AHL respectively this year.
Yeah, that is some considerable size. On
Yeah.
one,
You know what's not fun is when you're down at ice level doing the interview and they're still on skates and you're like, hi, and the microphone's going like way up. It's like you're talking to like a giant.
yeah, the 6'6", and then add a couple inches for the skates.
Yeah.
That's you need a step ladder just to interview him.
Fun fact, I still have the photo on my phone because it's never going anywhere. Matt Sukram, it's a quick pass up the ice quickly for Kapuskasing. Takes the shot, they score! That's Makai Matari from Wawa, Ontario, putting the puck past Perkart. It's a 6-3 hockey game.
Kapuskasing, not sure if they called the timeout there or
North Bay did.
North Bay did, but Kapuskasing taking advantage to try to bring some momentum back into this game and coming out of that timeout with a long stretch pass and a goal for 55.
Big goal there for Kapuskasing. Interesting there. We'll have to see how that plays out as the game goes on, as it's a bit of a tighter game. But as I was saying, way back in the day, Matt Sukram used to do the rink side. Our glorious leader here, Matt Sukram from the front line, used to do rink side reports for Kojiko or the other guys. And Wachowski with the battalion. He had Emilio Rassinen, then Toronto Maple Leafs prospect, who was a pretty big defenseman for the Kingston Frontenacs. As the puck is into Kapuskasing zone. And the magic of TV, Matt used a TV case, or a camera case, to stand on top of it. And that made him look like he was as tall as Emilio Rassinen. So it's the magic of TV kind of blowing the illusion a little bit. Matt's about 3 feet shorter than Emilio Rassinen. but he looked just about as tall as he could there. Kind of fitting. Well, and then also when you're looking at the shot, Matt's going to be way down barely in the shot if you're going for Rasinen, right? So
yeah, that's the things you don't get on other broadcasts, the behind the scenes of the TV magic.
yeah, we're here to really put away as Beamer comes in, tries to get a shot away. He's hauled down, no call coming. The Trappers bench looking for it, but Beamer had a good chance there. But yeah, we really like to break the illusion of how things work here. I mean, the podcast, we always recorded a day early or 2 days early. As now a quick shot comes across for Curry. As the puck was bouncing in, and he was able to tip that one in. So Josh Curry with a goal here to reestablish a 4-goal lead as it's now 7-3 in favor of the Trappers.
Unfortunately for the Kapuskasing Flyers, you're hoping to ride that goal into the last 8 minutes of the game and hopefully stage some kind of comeback. And a little bit of puck luck for the North Bay Trappers as that shot bounced off a leg, a stick, and something else right to Josh Curry on the doorstep.
Josh Curry, the benefactor there of some puck luck for sure. Lemoyne up to Moore. Moore. There's the puck in. And now it's quickly in front of Perkart. He's down and out, but the puck couldn't get to him as the Trappers did a good job of clearing it out of his crease. Cowell now in a foot race there. Taken down. There will be a penalty on that one as Kapuskasing touches that one. There's no penalty on the previous one. That could have been a penalty shot, but I guess it doesn't matter. North Bay scored, and now we're going to get a hooking call here. So North Bay will go to their second power play of the game.
Yeah, that one there, I mean, we were expecting a call on the first breakaway. That one, I maybe just given one back. I wasn't so sure of the penalty call as Cowell kind of reached around into the Flyers player, but they'll take what they can get and hopefully put this game even further out of reach.
Lefebvre gives the puck away, and now going the other way. It's Kapuskasing, a sharp angle shot, turned aside by Perkart. So that's going to be Josh Rickard, who's in the box right now for hooking. Going down the ice now is Dawson. Dawson gained the zone but lost the handle on it quickly. And now the puck goes down the ice for Perkart, who leaves it there for Couch. Couch up the ice, carries the puck, gives it to Dawson. Dawson gains the Kapuskasing zone, looks to find Heath Bradley, can't, gets it back to the point. Quickly over to Lefebvre. Lefebvre, cross ice for Dawson. Dawson nearly lost the handle on it, he does. Kapuskasing's going to grab it and dump that puck down the ice, but it's going to come with a guy draped all over Caleb Dawson, so we're going to get some extracurriculars here as Dawson's going to exchange some words as well. And if anyone knows Caleb Dawson, you know he's pretty mild-mannered off the ice. But I guess when you have a guy draped all over you, that's going to change your complexion a little bit, as we're going to see two Trappers players sent to the box here on that one.
Yeah, we'll see what all comes out of this. Looks like there's a Flyer going to the box as well.
So we're going to see.
Still not pleased.
No.
Slamming the penalty box door. Taking exception to the collision there just inside the Flyers blue line and then getting involved in a bit of a wrestling match before the whistle went.
So that's going to be Caleb Dawson and Heath Bradley in the box. And then joining Rickard is going to be Riley Fillion for Kapuskasing. A little bit of an interesting turn of events here. You don't see that too often in the Great North U18 League, as there's not really much. It doesn't get too heated, as you can't really fight in this league. So 58 seconds remained on the power play for the Trappers.
So we should see, if my math is correct, we should see 58 seconds of 4-on-4 followed by a Flyers power play.
For a minute and two.
They're taking the time to explain it to the coaches here, exactly what went down.
7-3 Trappers lead. They also lead on the shot clock, 36-25.
Yeah, I guess in a different age, you'd expect a 7-3 game with 5 minutes left to get kind of nasty. You'll go to the fights and hope a hockey game breaks out, but not so much in this in the game anymore, right?
No. So the only player with a penalty on the board for North Bay is Heath Bradley for 2 minutes. We'll get the official call here momentarily. It's got to be roughing, you would have to think. But we'll see here. So 2 Flyers are in the box. So all penalties, Fillion, Bradley, and Dawson, all for roughing. Although the Fillion and Dawson will be coincidental, so they won't really count. And they'll have to wait for the first whistle after 2 minutes have expired, or after the Bradley penalty expires anyways. But Kapuskasing will get a power play out of the ordeal. Battling in front, Kapuskasing sends it on net. Perkart kicks that one in behind his net. 20 seconds remain on this 4-on-4, and Kapuskasing scores. Sharp angle shot somehow found its way past Perkart, and it's now a 7-4 hockey game with just over 5 minutes left here in the third period. As leading the charge back to the bench, would you look at that, it's Damian Lemoyne with his second goal of the game.
Just before that goal, we saw a shot come into Perkart, and he just didn't quite save it straight on. It went floating up over his head, and that puck just bouncing around behind the net for a second allowed Lemoyne to just jam it home in between the toe and the post of Perkart.
Andrus sends the puck up ice. 11 seconds remain on this 4-on-4. Beamer skates the puck in, can't get a shot away. He's just going to send it back to Thomason. Thomason goes cross ice quickly, and the puck's sent down the ice. And that's not going to be icing, though, as we do have 55 seconds left on the Heath Bradley penalty. Once his penalty expires, the first whistle, we'll see Fillion and Dawson rejoin the play. It's now an 8-2 battalion game, as well as Kyle Jackson getting another goal for the troops. Puck up the ice, Lefebvre picks that one up, and now it's a quick 2-on-1 for the Trappers. Beamer over to Lefebvre. Lefebvre takes the shot, and Carter with a solid save there keeps it a 7-4 hockey game.
Lefebvre coming out on the change there, just catching that stretch pass with perfect timing.
Couldn't script it any better. 10 seconds remain on the man advantage for Kapuskasing. They look up ice, and that's going to be Tannen Iserhoff. Can't get it to stick on his stick, though. And now Couch has the puck, and Bradley's going to be back out on the ice as we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Bradley looking for the pass outside of the penalty box. 3:40 remain in the set in this third period. We'll have to see with a 3-goal lead if Kapuskasing opts to pull Carter for the extra attacker. Puck flipped back down the ice. Thibodeau picks it up. And now it's going to be Anello receiving a late hit by Chevier. Puck now with Kapuskasing. Looking for options. They skate the puck through. That's going to be Matari, who picked up a goal earlier. Payer behind his net gets it up to Cowell. 3 minutes even left in the third period, 7-4. Lead for the Trappers. Pass up the ice for Anthony Boyes. He leaves it for Cowell. Puck bounced off the end boards and to the back of the net. And Kapuskasing is going to regroup and send the puck down to the North Bay zone. McGill with it. Looks up ice, gets it to Boyes. Boyes can't hold the puck though, and Kapuskasing regains possession momentarily. Gravel to Boyes. Boyes loses it. Now Moore's going the other way. Moore into the North Bay zone. Skates around, takes a sharp angle shot. That one sounded like it hit the side of the net, but it still bounced out in front of Perkart. And now Thibodeau walks in, takes a shot off the high glass behind the net. And Grayson Bradley picks up the puck and sends it down the ice. Lefebvre chasing after it. Gets to it in the corner. Takes a bit of a hit there from Tylen Eiserhoff. And now Lefebvre battling for possession once again in the neutral zone. Sends it up to Anthony Boyes. Boyes flips it in. And we're back in the Kapuskasing zone with just under 2 minutes left in this third period. 7-4 Trappers lead still. Beauchamp sends the puck in. Chevier right there. Can't get a handle on it though. And right back down the ice for Fournier. Thibodeau. Up the ice to Beauchamp. Beauchamp loses it. And now Beauchamp picks it back up. Gives it to Chevier. Chevier takes a shot. Perkart stops that one. Rebound came out front. And now we're going to get another stoppage here as we get some more roughing. As the gloves come off of a couple of players, including Perkart. You don't see that too often here at this level.
Yeah, don't think there were intentional gloves coming off. I think it was just in the scuffle.
Yeah.
Just getting knocked off. But
excuse me.
Well,
more?
like they're both going to send, potentially being sent back to the dressing room here.
Moore
with
and
less
Bradley.
than 2 minutes to go.
We'll have to see if they exchange some words as they both go down the same player's tunnel. Minute 14 remaining in the third period. 7-4 Trappers lead. 37-29 are the shots in favor of North Bay as well. Ready for the face-off to the blocker side of Perkart on the far side of the ice. North Bay wins it back. Cowell looking for the puck up ice quickly for Gravel or Lefebvre. Couldn't get to him. Perkart playing the puck behind his net. Is it to Thomason? Thomason to Lefebvre. Lefebvre can't clear his zone. Now they get up to Bradley. Cowell comes in. One guy to beat. Takes a shot. He fans on it. And it's wide of the net. Cowell to Lefebvre. Lefebvre back to the point for Boyes. Boyes, his no-look pass is left behind. And now it's going to be Theo Lemoyne. He took a shot, couldn't get it to go anywhere though. 30 seconds remain in this third period. Kapuskasing sends the puck cross ice. North Bay picks it up. And that one's going to go down the length of the ice for icing against North Bay. 23.1 seconds left. 7-4 North Bay leads.
As we, I didn't quite hear the penalty announcement there for the two that got sent to the dressing room. But with time winding down here, the Trappers gonna, after a hot first period, gonna cruise to a pretty easy win.
20 seconds. We will talk about our 3 stars of the game afterwards as well. So just stick around for a little bit. As a shot, or rather pass, goes cross ice looking for Anthony Boyes. Can't find him. 7 seconds remain. A quick shot from the side of the net. Misses. Anello back to the point. Takes another chance, and that one's just tipped wide. And the final buzzer will sound with a 7-4 lead for the North Bay U18 Trappers as they beat Kapuskasing. These two teams will face off again here tomorrow, 2:30 in the afternoon. We will have the coverage for you here on the Frontline Game Day broadcast YouTube channel, so keep an eye for that one. Should be a good one here from North Bay Memorial Gardens. It'll be myself and Jacob Brown joining me on the broadcast. He'll be making his Frontline debut. And Lyndon, why don't we talk about our 3 stars of the game here right after this.
Tonight's 3 stars is brought to you by Dave's Automotive Services, 411 Airport Road in North Bay. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect from Dave's.
Well, our 3rd star of the game, we're going to have to go with a North Bay Trapper. I think Josh Curry picking up a nice-looking goal there in the 3rd period. He played an all-around solid game, I would have to say, Lyndon. And then what do you think of Josh Curry after that game?
Josh Curry, yeah, I agree with you. A solid game from him. Both ends of the rink. That's what you're expecting from a guy in that role.
Damian Lemoyne picking up 2 goals as well from Hearst for Kapuskasing, so he's dangerous, and you'll have to see how things go with him tomorrow if he's just as dangerous in that game or not, and he looked, again, very dangerous in this one.
Yeah, LeMoyne, picking up 2 goals in the game yesterday against New Liskeard for this Kapuskasing team, and definitely the most dangerous guy on the ice. We'll should see him playing the similar role tomorrow.
And lastly, our first star of the game going to Caden Cowell, who picked up multiple goals here as well for the North Bay U18 Trappers, looking dangerous for his group as well.
Yeah, that we talked about it a little bit coming into the game, that big line of Anthony Boyes, Nate Gravel, and Caden Cowell combining for a couple of really nice passing goals to beat the Flyers here. And again, it should be interesting to set up tomorrow's game with the same 2 teams.
It should be. We got a little rough here at the end of this one, so we'll have to see if that carries over into tomorrow's game. Anyways, for this one, he's Lyndon Hogekamp. I'm Courtney Kenny. Ben Long is our producer. Mike Brown is our wonderful camera operator. And that being said, we'll be back with the game tomorrow starting at 2:20 in the afternoon. Broadcast time. Game starts at 2:30. And as always, keep your eye on the front line.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
As a Canadore College alumni, you have access to perks. Canadore Alumni Perks. This is a lifetime membership that includes special access to great offers, opportunities to get involved, and so much more. Graduates can access discounts and special offers from businesses and hotels locally, across Canada, and internationally. Get information on special events and news, or access the alumni job portal. Keep in touch with Canadore's alumni office. Visit canadorecollege.ca/perks. Great things happen here.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.
The Frontline Podcast, Season 3. Courtney Kenny, Matthew Sucrum, Derek Lindemann, Bob Coles, and Ben Long bring you closer to your favorite teams like never before. Covering everything to do with hockey in the North Bay area, exclusive interviews with the North Bay Battalion staff and players, expert analysis on the OHL, NOJHL, and more, keeping you up to date on all things Voodoos, Trappers, Lakers, and more. It's a new season, it's a new adventure. The Frontline Podcast Season 3. Available wherever you download your favorite podcasts.